Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Wow, that's interesting. Well, I don't know. I have this philosophy that life purpose is kind of made up. So I guess you just got to make something up. I mean, we're up now. You might as well make something up now. I missed yesterday, and so I decided to come on a little earlier than normal. And we're actually going to do an hour today. We're not going to do 30 minutes. So we'll be here until about 5:30 a.m. Eastern time. So you can just pull out your journal, or you can just say it out loud, whatever you're grateful for. You can put it in the comments if you want. Yeah, no, we're here to be grateful, not anything else but grateful, thankful. And if you can't find anything to be grateful or thankful for, you have the next hour to think about something or make something up. So happy journaling, guys. I love that. Panda, it's funny you say that because I was like, I'm a writer, and I was wondering how much easier it was to be like descriptive when there were no TVs, there was no internet. Like how descriptive people naturally were when they were writing. Maybe you should just maybe they can tell you stories like that. I mean, but wild question: how on earth are you writing on YouTube? Is it like voice chat? Right, but I don't think that is where I was headed with that question at all. Uh, I don't think you should. I think you should just become do something with your life, you know? Do something, anything. You can make something up. I'm not even joking. You have an interest. I think about life like school. Um, how you get a homework assignment and you complete the homework assignment and you hand it in. Like I like how a lot of people are finding something interesting, whether it's in the past or the future. For instance, the beginning of computers or the beginning of television, like whatever year you were born, what was going on that year, like what were your parents doing and things like that. Like what was life like, and have you told your kids yet? Like have you told your kids who you are yet? Something I was thinking. The reason I woke up at like 2 o'clock this morning, Eastern time. I woke up because I was thinking about I'd had a dream about computers, and then I woke up and then I thought about how like um, my kid's dad, how cool he was before he had kids, before he had responsibility, but he just won't or didn't show his kids him. I don't know because I don't know what men go through. I can't relate, but I don't know. For some reason, he just decided he didn't want to be him anymore. He just became this new person who didn't even consider who he used to be or who he is. And maybe that wasn't him at all. I don't know. But I don't know. You can, in the meantime, you can be a good father, I guess, or a good you know? People have this very strange idea that people don't care. It's not that people don't care, it's probably that the person saying people don't care doesn't care. And maybe you should care instead of asking other people to care. Because other people do care. They're just not going to become like your mother. Care looks different from everybody. But yeah. Maybe you should write a memoir. Just publish it real quick. That's a binder. That is a binder, actually. And it's just a piece of paper in there. It says 30-minute gratitude journaling. Exactly, JD. Oh my, see? I was thinking the same thing. But I think there's like a philosophy that the Chinese have. Never have pity for a man. And it's not because like people don't deserve empathy or sympathy. It's more so because a lot of people are con artists and exactly. You guys are super smart. You can literally do whatever you want, including write out whole paragraphs when you're blind. It's phenomenal. It's It's amazing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Love men. Very interesting. Very interesting people. But you know, I just wanted to know what you're grateful for. And I was just letting this guy who can't see to raise his kids because he needed something. He needed an out. Um, to know that that is a binder filled with paper, and that is paper. And I wish I had used a Sharpie. I'm grateful you're alive too, Jeffrey. Panda, you can't see. So stop. Stop. Go make sure the day is ready for the baby. Make sure the house is straight. Make sure there's gas in the car. You do not need to worry about this phone. You have just inspired a story. People are so interesting. I'm grateful that people are so interesting. Even like when they're totally honest, people are so interesting. I prefer when people are like completely honest because they're still interesting and like you can just improve from there. But I watched the movie Catch Me If You Can. I think that's the movie, what it's called. And he was a very interesting con artist, so people are very interesting. Can't take that away from them. It might like change your life, especially if you're an adult. If you're a kid, even better. Like you're starting out early telling the truth for like a day and then just keep going. Like, and then you can make plans based off the truth. Like, because it's probably hard to make plans if you have no idea where you're starting. That's just like food for thought. You can like visualize on that. Whenever you make plans. What are you planning? What are you planning? Why are y'all up? What are y'all grateful for? That's different. I don't know. I'm not sure if I understand what that means. What would your doctor say? You know what? But that's HIPAA. You ain't gotta tell us. You do not have to tell us a thing. Not even necessary. Please. I'll look it up. I will look it up later. Like, let me look it up. I'm gonna get my computer. Okay, let's see. Shut up. Shut up. Don't say that. Yeah, it just says like your vision is distorted, but you seem fine. Here is all I'm saying. I'm not saying life overall is great. You know, you gotta work on that, whether you can see or not. Like, you just gotta make the plan, set the goal, accomplish the goal, make a big goal. That's like a little outrageous, and then it gets a little easier to get somewhere. Yeah, we just gotta bring it in, you know, see what we can see and do what we can do. And like that's it. It's Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. Let's get through this quarter, this fourth quarter of the year. Like, the year's ending. You might as well pull something off. Like, you probably could win an award because of this. What is it, keratoconus? Did I say that right? Too much what? Yeah, he was just saying, like, it's giving excuse. Because, like, you could still, this doesn't say anything about body parts breaking down other than, like, eyeballs, you know? And I know we need that. I'm grateful, you know? I'm grateful we all have eyeballs that work right now because we're all here talking, chatting it up somehow. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I'm literally reading. I wrote that over there. I have a journal. I'm writing in my journal too. You could see if you really wanted to. It's a little too far. I think we should stop. We gotta stop right here. Stop feeling bad for yourself. Shut. No, keratoconus. If I'm saying that right, it's a progressive eye condition where the cornea thins and bulges into a cone shape, and it distorts your vision. If you could, All right. All right. I'll go back to focusing on my journal because I don't know how we got there. You don't need, who needs to see who that is? Because, like, in my mind, it's giving you have the computer reading every comment out and you're like voice chatting. But I doubt that's what's happening. Yeah, I don't know if this would be like the best way to spend your time. You should like have you heard of that guy, that African guy? He's like an artist who allegedly stole other people's art, and he pretended like he was uh doing, what was it called? What was it called? Assisted, like, well, let's just say euthanasia. He was pretending to have assisted, you know, and he was lying the entire time, like he's still alive. But he kind of made like a whole, like a lot of people make him dinner. He called it the Last Supper Project, and he made them pay for his flight sometimes. He let them feed him as if he had this health condition. And I think it went on for about a little over a year. Yes. Maybe you should like do a bucket list. You know, we could just make this a little more productive. We have like 9 more minutes and then I'm leaving. I'm turning this live off in 9 minutes because it has nothing to do with vision scores. You should make a bucket list. Exactly. Go see stuff. Like, I'm literally speaking. You can just go write your bucket list. Like, turn on the lights, get your magnifying glass out, put your glasses on. Or, or, have you ever heard of scribes? I don't know how old your daughter is, but you can 100% like just kick back and make her write what you're saying on paper. You ever seen Mulan? Like prior to this situation, The Decline? What's that guy's name? Chifu, make that girl, put her to work. Okay. You gotta get a little more creative, you know? I don't know. You gotta be a little more creative. I'm grateful for creativity. Let me write that down. You know, Panda, I'm grateful that we don't feel bad for you. And the reason for that is because that means you can do other stuff besides complain. You can like inform people instead, or like make that bucket list. You don't even have to feel bad for yourself. You could just go live your life. Something, anything. Again, your life purpose is made up. You just gotta apply yourself. You close your eyes and do that. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself because this is ridiculous. I think it's made up. I think you just make it up. I think you should make it up. I want to make enough money to send like a dozen kids to boarding school. Cause why not? I'm over like people being uneducated. When I was younger, I thought people would eventually, my peers specifically, because I am Black American and I grew up in a low income neighborhood. I thought people were just gonna like one day be like, yes, let's read books, you know, after like 8th grade, after like 11th grade. I'm thinking, okay, maybe they needed to wait till college. Nope. Nope. I think your purpose is completely made up. I just, the gist of it is just, I think that purpose is made up. I think people are poor because they're not making anything up. Some people are dumb because they're not doing anything. They're just consuming what other people made up. Just make shit up. Look, I'm making shit up. That man with the eye condition, I don't know if he made that up, but he needs to make some other shit up. I think it's preordained only because a little bit is preordained, you can say, but it's only because you can only consume so much when you're a kid, and you're gonna use those as reference points. That's why they say, like, have the mind of a child. Really just remember what the hell you were into when you were a kid. And then make something up. Mm-hmm. I think being an adult is pretty freeing if you decide to be responsible for stuff. Yeah, who knew the secret to life was being responsible? Absolutely. I am gonna go. I'm grateful for our time together. I will see you tomorrow. Maybe. I'm just a writer, but I'll be here later. Oh, tomorrow. Bye.